Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're skipping the big budget blockbusters and diving headfirst into the wild, wonderful world of PS5's best under-the-radar gems. Think of this as your secret stash of gaming gold. Titles that didn't cost a king's ransom to make, but still pack more heart, innovation, and sheer wow moments per dollar than some non-AAA franchises. From battling gods in tight roguelites to prowling cyber alleyways as a fearless feline, we've rounded up 20 titles that'll surprise you, delight you, and let's be real, probably make you wonder why more people aren't talking about them. So whether you're hungry for narrative depth, craving mind-bending puzzles, or just want to flex your mettle in a handcrafted world, stick around. I promise there's something here that'll steal your attention faster than loot boxes in a dungeon crawler. Ready to uncover PlayStation 5's best-kept secrets? Grab your controller, hit that like button if you love hidden gems, and let's launch into game number 1. You wake up again, just like every other time. But this isn't deja vu. It's Hades, and failure is part of the fun. Imagine sprinting through labyrinthine halls dripping with molten lava, each corridor more dangerous than the last, yet wildly beautiful in its fiery glow. All right, Zagreus, you mutter under your breath, gripping your spear in one hand and spiteful determination in the other. Because every time you die, you learn a little more. Maybe you'll harness that heat, that magic from your divine lineage. Maybe you'll get one room further. Or maybe you'll flop spectacularly, only to sprint back to the House of Hades, collect yourself, and try again. But here's the twist. It never gets old. Between bouts of frantic combat, you'll banter with the Greek pantheon, Zeus's lightning crackles with pride, Aphrodite flirts at every chance, and even your grumpy dad Hades throws in a compliment now and then. It's a roguelike that feels personal, like the devs at Supergiant whispered secrets of ancient myths directly into your headset. So, ready to break free from the underworld? Lace up those sandals, or controllers, and prepare for an infernal ballet of death, discovery, and divine drama, because in Hades, every defeat is just another story waiting to be told. You're a cat, not an aloof, sun lounger cat, but a dingy fur, laser pointer-chasing feline thrust into a neon-soaked cyber city. Stray greets you with dripping graffiti, whirring robots, and puzzles that'll make you purr with delight. 4 hours zip by as you sneak through garbage-strewn alleys, leap across rusted girders, and coax a tiny drone sidekick into fixing terminals. When danger pounces, be it a spider bot or a malfunctioning mech, you dart, weave, and swipe with feline finesse. And yet, it's the quiet moments that sting the hardest. Gentle meows echo in abandoned factories, and discarded love letters hint at the city's lost humanity. By the end, you'll have cracked codes, befriended bots, and maybe even found your way home, paw prints and all. Who knew being a cat could feel so epic? You're a crow. Yes, a sword-wielding crow, tasked with reaping souls at death's door. This game feels like Zelda if it splashed through a noir filter. Moody forests, skeletal forts, and boss fights that smack you with just one more try vibes. Combat, tight and responsive. Stab, parry, and dash through marauding horrors until you're drenched in crow blood and adrenaline. Puzzles pepper each region, demanding you rotate platforms or manipulate light shafts like a feathery engineer. And all the while, a wistful soundtrack hums beneath your wing beats, reminding you that even death can be beautiful. So, ready to knock on death's door yourself? Just watch out for those elevator platforms. Imagine stumbling into a house that's as alive as its inhabitants, except none of them are living. In what remains of Edith Finch, you uncover snapshots of tragedy, a baby's room that grows, or a fisherman's last breath captured in a swirl of ink. Each vignette plays like an interactive short story, blending narration, environment, and momentary mechanics that twist your expectations. You'll tiptoe through dusty halls, reading Edith's whispered thoughts as words materialize on walls and furniture. One moment you're cradling a child, the next you're sprinting down a sewer pipe, all to piece together the Finch family's legacy. It's short, poignant, and stuck in your heart long after the credits roll. Ready to explore a house haunted by memory? Beneath Hallownest's ancient city lies a labyrinth of souls, and you're a bug with big dreams, and an even bigger nail. Hollow Night drips atmosphere, haunting chimes echo through dripping caverns, and bioluminescent spores light the way to secrets and savage bosses. Every nail slash and shadow dash feels weighty, demanding precision born of countless deaths and triumphant comebacks. You'll map every nook, unlock new abilities, and confront monarchs who wield sorrow like a weapon. It's punishing yet fair, a true metroidvania masterpiece that blooms under your persistence. Ready to don that tiny cloak and carve your legend? Forget swords and spell. Disco Elysium arms you with words. You're an alcoholic detective with amnesia, stumbling through Revicol's rain-slicked streets to solve the case, and maybe yourself. Here, skill checks manifest as inner voices. Your empathy could be a siren's song, your logic a cold surgeon's blade. Dialogue crackles with wit, self-deprecation, and political debates that feel ripped from today's headlines. Will you comfort a broken soul or crush them under the weight of your cynicism? Every choice shapes your psyche and Revicol's fate. Pour a drink, light a cigarette, and prepare for an RPG that rewrote the rulebook. Ready to talk your way to truth? Picture yourself as Kina, a spirit guide armed with a magic staff and an army of adorable rot buddies. You step onto a forgotten mountain shrine, its ancient stones humming with lost memories. Combat feels like a dance. Stab, dodge, and unleash a burst of spirit magic that sends foes flying in a dazzling swirl. Between skirmishes, you'll leap through lush platforming sections and solve environmental puzzles that demand both wit and timing. The world's handcrafted charm shines in every moss-covered ruin and glowing relic, reinforced by a score that feels both whimsical and haunting. Yet, it's the quiet moments, whispered rot chirps as you restore a broken bridge, that truly stick with you. By the end, you'll have unraveled the shrine's secrets and forged a bond with spirits you never knew you needed. Ready to guide the lost and become the heart of this magical world? Imagine planning the perfect heist, but instead of sneaking in, you just blow everything up. That's Teardown in a nutshell, a voxel-based sandbox where every wall is destructible and every explosion meticulously calculated. You'll scope out a level, weld doors shut, rig propane tanks, and send cars tumbling, watching your physics-driven chaos in glorious slow motion as debris rains down. Frame rate hiccups are part of the charm. They're proof that the engine is crunching through mountains of voxels to deliver that "did I really just do that?" satisfaction. Whether you're orchestrating a stealthy demolition or a full-blown fireworks show, Teardown hands you the tools and says, "Go nuts. Ready to bring the house down?" Remember the golden age of turn-based RPGs? Sea of Stars brought it back with a twist. You control two children of Solstice, wielding sun and moon powers in battles that mix strategic menus with timing-based boosts. Exploration feels like a painting come to life. Lush forests, crystalline caves, and vibrant towns beckon you to wander off the beaten path. Combat flows effortlessly. Press the button at just the right moment to land a critical hit or block an enemy blow, turning every encounter into a mini rhythm game. And if you've got a friend handy, the co-op mode lets you tackle battles together, sharing heals, revives, and those sweet, perfectly timed inputs. Sea of Stars isn't just nostalgia, it's a love letter to classic RPGs, modernized for today's adventurers. Ready to sail under celestial skies? Welcome to Chia's Island Paradise, where your best tool isn't a sword, but the power to possess any creature or object. Want to glide like a bird? Just hop inside its feathers. Fancy surfing a coconut? You got it. This open-world odyssey wears its cultural roots proudly. Every village, festival, and local legend feels lovingly crafted, transporting you straight into the heart of New Caledonia. Traversal is blissful. Swing through jungles, surf waves, and even transform into a hermit crab to scuttle along shores that glint under the sun. Sure, the opening can drag a tad, and fast travel isn't perfect, but when Chia hits its stride, there's no feeling quite like strumming your ukulele atop a hidden peak. Island winds in your hair, ready to jump into something magical? Welcome to Rogue Legacy 2, where every death brings a new heir and a new twist on your bloodline's quirks. You'll dash through procedurally generated halls, wielding swords, shields, and sorcery as you hunt down bosses, dripping with challenge. Each run gifts you gold to upgrade the manor, unlocking new classes like the Nimble Rogue or Spell-Slinging Alchemist, so every playthrough evolves. And oh, those quirks. One heir might be colorblind, another allergic to your own furnace. Chaos that sparks both frustration and laughter. But here's the beauty. Even the smallest progress, be it a new ability or a single boss's HP shaved off, feels monumental in this roguelite masterpiece. Ready to write your family's legend in blood and gold? Imagine decoding the language of gods, one symbol at a time. In Chants of Sennaar, you're a silent wanderer scaling a tower, deciphering scripts that bind fractured cultures. Each linguistics puzzle feels revelatory, slotting glyphs together to unlock doors, reawaken statues, or even translate heartfelt letters. Between puzzles, the world's hand-painted visuals and haunting score wash over you, making every solved riddle a triumph of mind and emotion. It's not just about winning, it's about understanding a civilization's soul, one chant at a time. Ready to become a language-lingering legend? Welcome to Animal Well, a Lynchian metroidvania, where silence speaks volumes and every nook hides secrets. You're a shapeless blob navigating a labyrinth of bioluminescent caverns, solving object-based puzzles without a single hint. Pounce on platforms, dodge flamingos, and manipulate quirky items, bubble sticks, yo-yos, to reveal hidden paths and 64 mysterious eggs. The absence of a map or tutorial fuels that lost thrill, demanding patience and rewarding curiosity at every turn. Ready to dive down and dust off your nostalgia goggles. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove bundles every retro-inspired campaign into one glorious package. You'll bounce off enemies, pogo stick through spikes, and collect treasure like a pixelated Indiana Jones. Each knight's quest, Shovel, Plague, Spectre, and King, boast unique mechanics and levels so tight they hum perfection. And thanks to infinite lives and generous checkpoints, even the trickiest jumps feel like fair challenges, coaxing you to master every move. Ready to dig into the best 8-bit adventure of modern times? Paradise Killer greets you with an island council's corpses and a devilishly open mystery. Who killed them? And why? Explore neon-lit gardens, eerie mansions, and shadowed caves, collecting clues at your own pace in this open-world visual novel meets detective sim. Interview suspects, collect evidence, and build a case before a tribunal, knowing each conviction shapes the island's fate. Gorgeous ray-traced vistas and a killer soundtrack give every corner of paradise a haunting allure. Ready to crack the case and judge the fallen gods? Welcome to Blueprints, where inheritance hinges on uncovering the 46th hidden room in a mansion that reshapes itself daily. You draft rooms like cards, bedrooms for breathing space, closets for keys, puzzle chambers for brain-teasing riddles, and place them on a 5x9 grid with only a handful of steps to spare. Each run feels like an architectural chess match. Will you unlock new mysteries or hit a dead end? Critics praise its incredible craftsmanship and elegance, an early Game of the Year buzz. Ready to map your way to ownership and solve a mansion's deepest secrets? In the altars, you're stranded on a hostile planet. With a twist, you can clone yourself, each altar bearing unique skills and emotions. Build your base, manage resources, and confront moral dilemmas as systems forged by 11-bit studios weave a humanist narrative into every decision. One moment you're patching oxygen leaks, the next you're consoling a frightened altar. Each interaction underlined by moments of vulnerability that redefine survival sim. By the finale, you'll question what it means to sacrifice self for someone else. Ready to multiply your chances and face the ultimate colony conundrum? To a T is a short, serene puzzle journey where you guide a vine through T-shaped challenges that feel like living origami. Rotate panels, align connectors, and watch your vine bloom as each level's elegant simplicity belies surprising depth. With no timers or penalties, the game invites you to savor every moment. Each solution a quiet aha that ripples with satisfaction. Screen Rant calls it charming, despite a few rough edges, praising its aesthetic and inventive mechanics. Ready to stretch your mind and grow something beautiful? Step into Demon School, a turn-based tactics RPG where motion equals action, and mistakes can be rewound during planning phases. As Faye and her misfit classmates, you navigate demon-infested halls, balance lectures with battles, and craft combos on a grid that demands both strategy and spontaneity. Its pixel art and character portraits sparkle with Scott Pilgrim-style flair, while a light horror narrative adds surprising depth. Whether you're rewinding a misstep or landing the perfect chain of attacks, every encounter feels fresh. Ready to graduate with honors in tactical mastery? Whew, that was a whirlwind tour through PS5's treasure trove of under-the-radar banger. From sneaking through neon-lit alleys as a cybercat to decoding ancient chants and blowing up houses with reckless abandon, we've seen there's more to this console than just blockbuster budgets. Which hidden gem surprised you the most? Did Kina's adorable rot steal your heart, or are you already planning your next descent into Hallownest? Drop your favorites and any secret picks I missed in the comments below. I'm always on the hunt for that next indie masterpiece, so don't hold back. If you enjoyed this deep dive, tap that and ring the bell so you won't miss our next video, where we might just unearth even more unexpected PS5 delights. And hey, if you're new here, welcome to the crew. Hit subscribe, join the conversation, and let's keep celebrating the games that fly under the radar. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, keep your controllers charged and your curiosity alive, because the best adventures are often the ones no one sees coming. See you in the next video.